Everyone, welcome back to my channel, Watcher of the Forest. Thank you so much to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I'd like to thank my ancestors, angels, and benevolent spirit guides, known and unknown. Thank you so much for your guidance and protection through every realm. Okay, everyone, let's get into this collective reading, okay? So it looks like whoever I'm reading for, you're looking for new opportunities. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today, right? New ideas can change your life. You're looking for something new. Some sort of new idea that will keep you grounded and focused, right? A new opportunity, something that you can learn and explore, maybe while you're still working at your job, right? But you want something new in your life. Just something new. You want to focus on something new. You need to walk away. Sometimes walking away from the things, from the things is necessary to start something new. So I think you're working somewhere, right? But you're realizing that this job is a dead end for you. You're not having any personal growth in it, right? And that's so important to each individual, I want to say. So you're going to depart, you're going to move on, you're letting it go, and you're going to look for something that feeds your soul, right? It's like personal growth. Whatever feeds your soul is the job or the career path that you're going to go down. And the numbers here I have are 88. So if 8 is important to you, then it's pretty much your reading. You're going to let go of feeling trapped. You're going to let go of your limiting beliefs, right? Feeling trapped by own limiting beliefs. Don't forget you have the power to break free. When do we ever feel like we're like this, right? We all have the power to break free. It's all in your belief, right? Your belief can either keep you stuck, right, and stagnant, and keep you in, a place where you don't want to be, right? It's all in your beliefs. If you believe that you can have better, well, you can have better, right? If you believe that you don't deserve better, then you're going to stay stuck and stagnant, and you're going to stay either in a relationship or in a job where you don't feel appreciated, right? And you don't feel valued. So it's up to you to change your beliefs, right? Change your beliefs. When you change your beliefs, you have victory, right? And whatever that is for you. Your victory is a reflection of your hard work and determination. Yes, of course it is, right? Your victory is a reflection of your hard work. Oh, I had to think new thoughts, or I had to, let's see, I had to do something different, right? How can you change a pattern of thinking that you're not worthy and you're not enough and you don't deserve it? Well, you respond differently, right? That's the only way you can change that pattern that has been keeping you stuck and stagnant, right? So you change that pattern, and then you'll have victory and success, recognition by other people, right? And leadership within your own life and inspiration. So you're an inspiration for other people. That's wonderful. And the next card we have is the Knight of Wands. Follow your passion and pursue your goals with fervor. Fervor. What actions can you take to move closer to your goals? Well, what actions can you take? Well, we just talked about how do you respond differently? How can you change a pattern? You respond differently, right? You may have put yourself down and now you lift yourself up, right? Believe in yourself. You take a risk, right? And that risk in believing in yourself is what? It's going to open up new doors for you in your relationships, platonic, romantic, in your jobs, career. I mean, of course it is. It's just going to keep getting better and better and better for you. Remember, there is always a new beginning after the end. This is the Death card. Yes, it's a death to an old cycle. It's a death to feeling like this, right? Self-imprisoned. It's a death to victim mentality, right? The only one that can put you in victim mentality is yourself. And if you want to get out of that, right, feeling like that, respond differently. What endings are necessary for new beginnings? Lots of endings, right? You need to have a rebirth and a transformation and make that change for yourself, right? So close out that cycle of not believing in yourself, right? Close that right out, because you deserve whatever you feel you deserve, right? And if you want better for yourself, start thinking highly of yourself, right? Not in a egoic kind of way, no. But start thinking kindly of yourself. Start knowing that you deserve whatever you want, right? Because it has to come from you first. It can't come from anyone else. It can't come from your parents or your siblings or your best friend. It can't come from your boyfriend or girlfriend or lover or husband or wife. It can't come from your doctor or your boss or your coworkers. It can't come from anyone but you, right? You have to decide. If you want better, you have to talk to yourself better, right? You have to show yourself unconditional love and take care of yourself. Self-care, right? If your body says you're tired, take a break. Even take a nap if you need to, right? If your body says, "Oh, I need more exercise," go for a walk out in nature, right? So the next card we have is the King of Pentacles. Be the leader to protect financially and emotionally. Yes, you're going to turn into the leader in your life, right? The leader. How can I use my financial resources and leadership skills to create stability and prosperity? Well, what did we just talk about? You're going to start talking kindly to yourself, right? The future belongs to those who prepare for it. New ideas can change your life. Maybe you're going to start thinking of, oh, what did I like 20 years ago? Or even 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago. What did I used to like? Maybe you're going to look up old journals that you kept, and you're going to read the pages and think, oh, wow, I used to want to be a photographer. Maybe I'll look into that, right? You need something to jog your memory, right? Maybe I'll look into, there's classes at the community college I can take for photography. So maybe I'll go and do that. And then, lo and behold, guess what, yeah, you took the classes, right? You have an internship at a studio. And the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Success and prosperity lies ahead. The Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's a new beginning. It's the new beginning of what you're going to get, right? Material prosperity, abundance, manifestation, and a new opportunity. All because you let go of doubt, misery. I'm not good enough. I'm a victim in my circumstances. You let go of that. You closed out that cycle, right? Closed it out for what it was. Learned from it. Extracted the wisdom out of it, right? Decided to open up a new cycle and start believing in yourself. And the last card that I picked was the High Priestess. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Trust your intuition. Maybe before, when you were so pessimistic and in a victim mentality, right? Never listened to your intuition, but now you do. What intuitive insights are you ignoring? Maybe you ignored your intuition before, right? Maybe you just thought it was hogwash and, I'm not going to listen to that. Maybe you didn't realize it was God speaking to you, and he was God energy, divine source energy was dropping all these hints to you. Have you ever been, say, like in your living room or bedroom, and had this little intuition, like this little spark that says to you, open up that box, or look in that drawer, or what's on the top shelf there, right? Have you ever had those little sparks that say that to you? Because I get them all the time, right? And if I get them all the time, you guys must get them all the time too, right? And then you open up that drawer, or you open up that box, and oh, what's in there? Oh, there's that journal that you wrote 5 years ago. And then you start reading the pages, and it's like, oh, I really love photography. I would love to take classes in that. And then you do. You let go of being a victim to your world, right? To your own world that you put yourself in, and you closed out that cycle. And now look at you. You are, you went to photography classes. You have a great job at a photography shop downtown where you live, right? You're making a lot more money than you were at your other job, and you're happy, right? I mean, you're really, really happy. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to listen to my intuition from now on, right? I mean, just from now on, you're just going to listen to your intuition. You can ask it questions and listen for its guidance, right? And whenever that little spark says to you, oh, do this, or turn this way, or don't eat that, or, I mean, you're going to follow its guidance. I mean, seriously, don't eat that one, throw it away, or turn down this road, or, leave now. You're going to follow its guidance. You really will. Laziness. Your dreams are so much bigger than your efforts to achieve them. If you want to accomplish great things, you'll have to try harder. Yes, that's something that you understood and understand, right? You can't just be lazy about it and think, oh, yeah, 5 years ago I wanted to do photography, but I don't know if I'm going to do it anymore, or if I'm going to, have the dream of that anymore. It's totally up to you, of course, right? Totally up to you what you want to do, what you want to achieve in your life. It's all up to you. But I can tell you right now, it gets a lot easier when you start listening to your intuition. It really does. I welcome life as it comes, trusting each step on my path to fulfillment. I flow with ease, welcoming all experiences, even the challenging ones, knowing they serve my highest good. Everything unfolds for my greater benefit. So you're welcoming in all challenges into your life, as long as they're for your greatest good, right? Because if they're not for your greatest good, why are you wasting your energy on them? We only have so much energy every day, just like we only have so much time every day, right? We have 24 hours in a day. What can you achieve in those 24 hours for your highest good? It's only what you decide, right? It always comes from you, whatever you decide. Frustration may be tempting you to quit. Push through resistance. Yeah, you've got to push through it. Maybe studying for that photography class was hard, but you pushed right through it, right? Because you realize, well, you can go back to your old job, right? Where you didn't like it. You didn't like the work. You didn't like the people you worked with. You didn't like yourself when you were there, right? We've all been there. A powerful spell will bring you what you desire. Yes. You can speak whatever you want into existence, right? You can put a spell on yourself and speak it into existence. I'm going to be a photographer in 3 months. I'm going to go to a class that's 3 months every single day for 8 hours a day, right? I'm going to achieve that for myself, and then I'm going to look for a job in photography. And then you find a job right in your town, right? And you're making more money than you ever could have dreamed of, right? Plus you're doing something that you have such a good passion for, right? So it turned out in your favor. Isn't that great? And the powerful spell was, I'm going to be a photographer, right? Come hell or high water, you're just going to do it, and you did it, right? Did it for yourself. So that's awesome. We can switch our life just like that. It all depends on what you believe in. It really does. It all depends on what you believe in. I am worthy and I am enough, regardless of the opinions and expectation of others. Yeah, don't let other people sway your decision either way. I found in my life that other people might have opinions of what I do, right? But it's not going to sway me because they're coming from their perspective, not from my perspective, right? Same with you. You are worthy and enough, regardless of the opinions and expectations of others. Maybe your parents didn't want you to be a photographer, but you know what? It doesn't matter because they're speaking from their life and their experiences, right? And so you need to tell them, thank you for your opinion. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to take it, right? Because I want to find out how good it can get for myself. And I'm going to think for myself, right? I embrace my emotions, both positive and negative, and I allow myself to feel and process them. Sure. Allow yourself to feel and process all positive emotions, all negative emotions. That's really the only way that you can grow within yourself, right? And you want to be your own best friend, right? There's going to be positive emotions and negative emotions, but you can figure them out on your own. Ask your intuition so that you can get the wisdom out of it, right? So I'm going to leave it at that. That was a really nice reading. I hope it helped someone out there. And thanks again for watching and listening. I really do love you guys so much.